Strawberry shortcake is a classic summer dessert that's a favorite this time of year, and it's the featured dish in the June-July issue of Fine Cooking magazine. Denise Mickelson, the associate editor, is back with us on Connecticut Style. Welcome. We love having you here.
Thank you so much.
Especially when you bring strawberry shortcake.
Shortcake. Who doesn't like strawberry shortcake?
It's a perfect summertime dessert.
Classic summer dessert, and it's all about the fresh strawberries.
And those are beautiful strawberries, I might add. It's the right season for them.
Exactly. That's why this dessert is perfect for right now, perfect for Memorial Day. It's all about the right berries. I mean, look at that. Beautiful.
Yes.
Now, the first thing I want to say about making strawberry shortcake is a lot of people, you have to take the stem off, obviously.
Okay.
It's called hulling. And a lot of people just slice across the top.
That's what I do.
Right? Okay, well, but you lose a lot of fruit that way because, you know, a lot of the extra fruit comes off, and these are so delicious, you don't want to waste anything. So I just wanted to show you, if you take a paring knife and you just cut out the stem like that, all that extra fruit is still there,
yes.
and you've just gotten rid of the stem, so nothing goes to waste.
I like
So
that.
that's it. So what we have here is a bowl of berries that we hulled them all.
Okay.
We took about a third of them from a pound of berries, and we mashed them with a potato masher to kind of get the juices flowing. The rest of them we sliced. We tossed them with 2 tablespoons of sugar, and see how they get all nice and
Almost
juicy?
like a syrupy.
It's like a sauce
Yes.
for the strawberry shortcake later. So that's it. That's all you have to do to the strawberries. That part is already done.
Wow, easy.
So push that aside. Okay, next we're going to make the biscuits.
Oh, the best part.
The best part. Okay, biscuits. So first, you have to sift the dry ingredients, and that's just to evenly combine them.
Okay.
So that there's no like chunks of baking powder anywhere or anything like that. So we've got 2 cups of flour here. We've got 2½ teaspoons of baking powder. We've got some salts, and we've got baking soda.
Okay.
Oh, and sugar. Let's not
we need the
forget
sugar.
Third of a cup of sugar. So we're going to sift this. So you don't need, you know, any kind of special equipment. You just need a sieve.
Oh.
And we're making a bit of a dust cloud, but that's okay.
Now,
So
I always
there.
wonder why you separate the dry and the wet ingredients.
That's because you want to get all these combined together first. If we started adding the cream right now, which is kind of has to come later anyway, things would just get all gloppy and lumpy.
Okay.
And that's kind of not what you're looking for. So
All right.
now the next thing you do is you have cold butter. It's another key. You want to mix in cold butter here so that it holds its shape.
You can have it cubed
I
up
have
a little
cubed,
bit.
just cut into, this is a stick of butter. You know, nice healthy recipe. Stick of butter, and you cut in it. Now this is a pastry blender. You could use your fingers, you could use 2 butter knives. And what you want to do is work the butter into these ingredients until it looks like coarse cornmeal.
Okay.
And that just gets little bits of butter in there so that when you bake the biscuits, the butter melts and creates kind of air pockets, and they get nice and flaky and light. Now this takes only a couple minutes, but because we're on television, we're just going to kind of speed
the
this along.
made-for-TV version. Now, you must have the oven preheated to something.
Of course, 425.
All right.
425. But this is exactly what it should look like. See, there's little bits of butter kind of mixed in, and if you feel that, if you want to stick your hands in, it's still cold. So you want to kind of keep everything.
Is that from the butter?
Move,
Because that was so cold?
Just because the butter. Just because the butter's cold. So now we have cream, a 1/4 cup of cream. We have an egg. We're going to just throw that in the measuring cup and mix that in there. Beat it up real quick with the fork. And we have buttermilk. This is what is going to give these this nice, tangy kind of light flavor.
And then, is that readily available in grocery stores?
Yeah. Yep. You know what else, though? What I do, I'll be honest with you, I never buy buttermilk. I mix whole Greek yogurt with milk, equal parts.
Oh, no,
so
we do
this
the same
needed a
thing.
1/4 cup of buttermilk, so 2 tablespoons of yogurt and 2 tablespoons of milk, and you don't have to go out, because buttermilk only comes in a quart.
Probably need
And
only a
that's-
little bit.
You only need a little bit.
That's
so.
a good trick.
So there you go. That's a little cheat for you. So you put your wet ingredients in there, in the middle, and then you're just going to stir it up with a fork until it's evenly moistened.
Okay.
Moist, moist, moist. And you've got all these nice chunks of butter in there. Now this is pretty easy, right?
I would think so. I think I can handle this,
You're not scared or
Denise.
anything, right?
No, it's not intimidating yet at
Right.
all.
So you've got it all moistened up there, and then you knead it in the bowl. Kneading kind of scares people sometimes. All it is mixing things together
With your hands.
with your hands in a bowl.
All right.
Okay, so we've got this all mixed together. Now we're going to dump it out onto our work surface here.
And I noticed that you floured the counter a little bit.
A little bit of flour, so things, see how this is all sticking to my hand? That's okay. But you don't want it to stick to your counter.
Okay.
So we're going to kind of mush this together, get the dries all in there. Of course, it's very sticky. Here you go. Okay, so we're going to get this all mixed up. And
about how many biscuits will that make?
this is going to make 6 biscuits, and nice big ones. They're really
good.
beautiful. So we just get this all mixed Get it off my hands a little bit, if possible. And then you take a little flour, you get that on your rolling pin, and you're just going to press this out. Now, this is a shaggy dough. That's okay. Biscuits are kind of a rustic thing, you know, so that's all right.
Okay, so we have about a minute left.
All right, so we're going to cut out our biscuits.
A little cookie cutter.
Little cookie cutter. You just go up and down, straight up and down.
No twist.
No twisting. Twisting is going to seal the edges, and then they won't rise. And you want your biscuits to rise, right?
Of course.
So we'll move it along. You have one biscuit there. You're going to make 6. You're going to brush them with a little cream on top.
Ooh, what will that do?
That is going to give it a little
or?
richness, a little sheen. You're going to sprinkle a little more sugar on top of that.
Fantastic.
Give it a little extra crunch when it comes out of the oven. And we're going to
and voila, what do you know?
Magic.
Oh, those are beautiful.
How beautiful are these?
Those are great.
So you've got your biscuits. Ooh, I'm making a lot of noise here. You're going to take one of your gorgeous biscuits.
Okay.
You're going to cut it in half. Using a serrated knife is very helpful here because it gets you a nice clean cut. See that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's make you a strawberry shortcake.
Oh, I think that's a grand idea.
I think it's a grand idea. Here we have cream. This is a 1.5 cups of heavy cream.
All right,
whipped with 2
we're running out of
tablespoons.
time, but so you
Now
put the whipped
stop
cream
talking.
first, and then you would throw the strawberries right on top.
And we get the berries on top. Then we get the top of the biscuit.
Oh, and it's beautiful.
More whipped cream. More berries.
Of course, all the recipe will be on WTNH.com, and we'll try this at the end of the show. Thank you so much for being here, and coming up next.